So today I'm going to show you how to get LaTeX up and running on Windows. This is not the only method for doing this, and then also there's obviously like Share LaTeX and Overleaf online, but this is the way that I like to do it locally on my own computer, to write in LaTeX and then compile it into a PDF or whatever format you like. So it's just a good way to do that, and it's a pretty simple installation process. So you're going to need two pieces of software. So there's MiKTeX, which is the backend for compiling the tech, and then you're going to need this other software called Texmaker, which is the front end where you actually would edit and mark up your LaTeX before you compile it. So you would need both softwares, and like I said, there are other options for both of these, so I'm not going to get too deep into it, but using these two, you can get up and running very easily for writing LaTeX documents. So I'm going to link both of these to you in the description, but I'll just go through the installation. So I have both of them already downloaded in this folder. It doesn't really matter which one you install first, but I'm just going to go through MiKTeX very quickly here first. Accept, next, next, and then I'm going to be creating for letter size paper, so I'm going to select letter. This one is an important one. So when it says install missing packages on the fly, if you add like use color or something like that into your LaTeX document, it's going to pop up with a window and ask you if you want to install it. So you can change that right here, where it can just automatically install it, not install it, or ask you if you want to install it. So I leave it as ask, but if you want to just automatically install everything, just go to yes. So I'll hit next here, and then just start the installation. So this will just take a few minutes. As soon as the installation's finished, just hit next here. I'll just uncheck the updates here. And then we can start the installation of Texmaker. So like I said, Texmaker is the front end, so it's what you actually will use to create your documents. And I really like the feel of it. It feels really polished. Just accept a license agreement here. And definitely I highly recommend it, but like I said, there are a whole bunch of other options. So if you're not a huge fan of Texmaker, try out something else. So I'm going to launch Texmaker right here, and then we can just compile our first LaTeX document, make sure it works, and then you should be up and running with LaTeX in just a few minutes. So when Texmaker comes up, you're going to see just kind of a blank slate right here. So right here is where you're going to be editing your LaTeX documents, and then on the right is your output that you create. So first thing we'll need to do is just create a blank LaTeX document. So I just did that right here, and then I'm going to grab some example LaTeX code off the internet here. So this is just some random code that I know works. So I'm going to right click and say copy, and then paste this in right here. And now, so this is where you would have your completed LaTeX documentation that you want to compile into some sort of an output. Up at the top here are your build options. So I'm going to go with the quick build, and it's going to automatically select what to build it with. But if you have a certain thing you would like to build, just select it right here. Or you can select what you want to view on the right here. So I want to view the PDF, and I want to do a quick build. So I'm just going to save this document right here as something. So I'll just hit Control S and then just save it as a test document. It's going to save it as a test.txt. And I will save it. And then I'm going to run the quick build right here. And then just after a few seconds, it should compile on the right. So this was the window that I was talking about earlier, where it discovered that I used a use package that it didn't already have installed. So that's where you're going to see this like lingmacros.sty right here. It's because there was a use package lingmacros right here. After the first time it's used, it won't pop up anymore. So if you make another document that uses lingmacros, then you won't see this message anymore. So it's a pretty handy feature that you can just add any package you want. It's going to install it the first time, and then you never have to deal with it again. So just hit install, and usually it's pretty quick. Depends on the size of the use package. And then once it's finished, you can see it'll compile on the right, and this is the output of it. So anytime you want to make changes, you can just obviously change anything you want to here. Let's just say I want to delete this word right here, notes for paper instead of my paper. Then I can just hit the arrow again to recompile it. And as you can see, it was a very fast compile this time, and it didn't pop up with the same message. And that's just because it had already installed the package from the first time. So after you compile something the first time, it's usually very fast. It's very responsive. I really like it because of the whole layout and everything. And just like that, in a few minutes, you can get up and running with LaTeX. I'm going to do a few different videos in the future on how to like align images, how to use some special characters like underscores and dollar signs, how to write out math equations. So just a whole bunch of generics. So keep looking for those in the future.